first side to actually reach a final by going behind in the last 8 and the last 4. And in the build-up to this game, Gareth Southgate yesterday was talking about the long-term vision. They've used the analogy of the 1966 World Cup final, where England, for those of a certain age, will recall that they went behind. As Bellingham dived in, Carvajal got away from that challenge. Mainu on the halfway line wins it back, Bellingham on the left, and there was Carvajal. The ominous statistic is this, though, that Spain have never lost a European Championship knockout game when they've scored first.
Yeah, Jude Bellingham has to be careful. He keeps his composure. You know, when he gets frustrated, certainly things that go behind, he can just tend to maybe be a little bit rash, and that tackle there, it was fortunate. If he'd have made contact, they'd been in big trouble.
Bellingham collects the ball and runs. Shaw on the overlap. Carvajal tries to squeeze it out and succeeds. I think for the first time tonight, we're able to hear Spanish voices inside the Olympic Stadium here in Berlin. Goal kick to Spain, 5 Live, the World Service, BBC Sounds, and it's Spain who are leading 1-0.
Isn't that amazing how a goal changes the game? And we actually saw England brave enough to play through the Spanish midfield there. Got to say, the pass from Bellingham was so sloppy. England in a good position high up the pitch. Easy pass to Luke Shaw, missed.
Headed away by Gehi, hooked forward, kept in play by Shaw. Time just to slow it down on the halfway line as England all in white play from right to left. Mainu looks to get away from Olmo, passes it behind him towards Declan Rice, now towards Walker, 6 yards short of the halfway line. Pings it forward towards Saka, takes it in his stride. Cucurella matches him step by step, still snapping away at the heels. Infield, Foden, 30 yards out from goal. Rice now across towards Shaw. Bellingham is on this near side to left. He's going to run back in field. Every red shirt back behind the ball. As Rice towards Stones. Out towards Saka, level with the penalty area. Infield to Mainu. Mainu back with Rice. Spain, though, working hard, keeping their shape. Popped up a little bit to Bellingham. Rolls it out towards Walker. Walker right-hand side. It's a deep cross. Very deep, in fact. And Shaw will not keep the ball in play.
It's better possession, moving the ball a lot nicer there. England getting hold of the ball even. We haven't had much of it in this game so far, and the game plan all sat on keeping a clean sheet, keeping Spain out. Now we've gone behind, it's going to have to be a significant switch. You feel they're going to have to come out of their shell a little bit, England, try and get hold of the ball, and like Chris said, play through the lines and be a little bit more adventurous.
Going to have to show the levels of resilience that they showed in the previous knockout matches. But certainly Spain have started with a swagger to this second half as Williams picks it up. Back it goes to Cucurella, Laporte, and now with his central defensive partner Lenormand. Lenormand midway through the Spain half. Foden runs towards him, along the ground to Carvajal. Bellingham will try and put Carvajal under pressure. Kane now runs towards the goalkeeper, Unai Simon. Hits the ball low, reaches Morata, holds it up, lays it off. Zubamendi now coming forward, shrugs off the challenge of Stones. And Stones impeded him. Oh, he's going to get a yellow card. Seems harsh.
Seems very harsh. I mean, he's shaking his head. I mean, he had the momentum there. Zubamendi, lovely play from Morata, super centre-forward play, hold up, slots in the midfield player running past him, and Stones, he does have some contact, but I think Zubamendi goes down really easily, but the referee's always going to give a yellow card there because he's stopping him from making progress in behind.
Third yellow card of the evening. As Cucurella squealed as he went to ground under the challenge of Saka. Spain keeping the ball. Fabian, such a versatile midfielder. He can go forward, he can also just drop deep as well. And here he is now in between the two central defenders who split quite wide. Fullbacks are pushed on. Cucurella out towards Williams. There's a real skip in his step, isn't there, for Nico Williams with the opening goal, his second of the tournament, after that fine goal that he scored against Georgia in the last 16. Spain with Zubamendi. Morata took Gehi with him as he dropped very, very deep. Now it is with Laporte. Fabian will pass the ball back.
I mean, they're set up with the ball, Spain, the way they make the pitch big. And midfield. They just seem to just suck space out of the equation. Nobody can have any time to have the ball, and they're really getting into their flow now.
Plenty of vocal backing, though, from the legions of England supporters who are here inside the Olympic Stadium. But Morata picks it up, drives at the heart of the England defence. Gahey got a good block in there, and he's really pumped up. He knows that was an important challenge, and he's trying to fire up his teammates too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a brilliant block from Gahey. I think Morata would have been better served to pop the ball out to Williams on the left-hand side. He was off balance when he got the shot off, but you're right, Gahey fired up. Needs to keep his composure, though.
This is Zubimendi, left of the centre circle. Out towards that far side for Fabian. Infield now to Olmo. Lays it back towards the Paris Saint-Germain midfielder. Lenormand, as it bounces onto his chest, gets it out from underneath his feet. Forward ball. Lamine Yamal looks for that forward ball. Morata's got goal side. It's going goalwards. And it was cleared away inside the 6-yard box by Stones. Carvajal keeps it alive. Back towards Lamine Yamal. Onto his left foot. And then dispossessed by Bellingham. And Bellingham then drops his shoulder and runs away from the 17-year-old. But Bellingham then runs in towards Carvajal. Flicks it back. Spain trying to put England under pressure. Rice with a clearance. Only as far as Fabian. Forward ball. This is Williams just outside the D. Shoots low. Off target. And England look rattled.
And England really... Spain have missed two really good chances. I wouldn't say that's a chance from Williams. At the 22-23 yards out. Centrally pulls his shot, hits it well. Goes a yard wide of Jordan Pickford's right-hand post. But Spain, where they want to be now, in control.
Now, that goal for Williams was the first shot on target for Spain.
Yeah.
Since then, they've had another two in the space of 6 minutes.
Yeah, they're just accumulating pressure now, and that came from a chance, the early Morata chance where he just slipped it past Pickford. I don't think it was going to be on target, but Stones had to deal with it. And then we're a little bit stretched and flustered. Jude Bellingham's doing his thing, but in the wrong area of the pitch. He offloads it, then the ball forward gets cut out, and Spain are brilliant at that. When they want to hunt it back and turn it over, they've got double the amount of turnovers in the offensive third in this whole tournament. That's how good they are out of possession, and it shows. And then England is so stretched, the shot is easier to come on.
Wonderful crossfield ball by Walker to Shaw. Played it into Bellingham, did the dummy for it to reach Harry Kane. Before it could reach Bellingham, he was taken out. They were looking for a free kick. England, though, have won the ball back. Gahey towards Stones, being urged on by the banks of England supporters in their white shirts behind that goal at the Marathon Gate end of the Olympic Stadium here in Berlin. Willing to see Gareth Southgate's side get an equaliser, but 57 minutes played in this contest, in this European Championship final. And Ollie Watkins is going to be coming on. England are trailing.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it'll be Harry Kane who comes off. There's the possibility of playing two up top, but Spain have that high line at the back, and England haven't really exploited it.
England under pressure, trying to beat the press. Rice collected it, was facing his own goal on the edge of the penalty area, up towards Mainu, running out of space on that far side, and it goes out of play for a Spain throw.
I mean, you've got to admire the pressure again. Spain apply. It is sensational, I have to say, without the ball. I mean, we can talk as much about the wingers, but England have it. They are pressed in, and it's organised, and the full-backs in, centre-backs are going in with the play. I mean, there's nowhere to go, and England are really struggling to get hold of the ball and build any kind of waves of attacks.
It's been a key feature of Spain's play throughout this tournament, where by far they have been the most impressive side as they look for a 7th straight win here at the Euros. Back it goes from Lenormand to Simon. His clearance will pick out Olmo. Olmo gets away from the challenge of Rice, threads it forward to Morata. Lamine Yamal, who's been doing his English homework during the course of this tournament. I think he necessarily thought an English exam would come at the end of it, just after passing his 17th birthday, as they switch it to the left-hand side to Nico Williams. But Spain are in total control.
It's not the first kick that Simon's miscued, though, Deno, is it?
No, it's not.
I think he does. I've seen him a few times in this tournament shank some kicks. Well, one to Havertz for that great chance where he maybe could have equalised there.
Here is Olmo, looking for Morata into that run of the inside right channel of the penalty area. Chris, you might recall in the semi-final against France, Simon's distribution went straight to a couple of French players, I recall, late in the second half.
Yeah, he's got away with a couple this evening, hasn't he? He's normally pretty composed on the ball, but they've all got a shank in us at times, Ian.
You've seen me on the golf course, have you? Here is Bellingham. England trailing here in Berlin. Bellingham floats the ball out towards Saka, far side the right, 6-7 yards over the halfway line, collects it back to his feet from Walker, runs forward. Cucurella has actually noticeably dropped off Saka on this occasion. Williams is helping out too. Back it goes to Saka. Foden makes the run off and in towards the penalty area, tried the cut back towards Kane. Great defending though by Carvajal. The right back tucked in. England get it back. Mainu wins that 50-50 against Cucurella. Ball loops up into the air on the far side. Tries the little flick. Doesn't reach Saka. Battling for it. Gets it away from Williams. England now with every outfield player in the Spain half. Looking for an equaliser on 5 Live and the World Service with half an hour to go. The England supporters respond. And England get a throw midway through the Spain half as Watkins, who got the winner against the Dutch, comes on. And it's Harry Kane, who now has probably, well, he's played. This is his 6th final for club and country. His previous 5 he's yet to win, and still he's yet to score. Maybe though, could there still be a happy ending if Watkins can deliver some magic?
Well, that's a big call from Gareth Southgate. Harry Kane hasn't really had any opportunities in this match, and he's just making that switch again. The sharpness and the brightness that Ollie Watkins brings with his mobility, hoping he can have the same kind of impact he did in the semi-final.
Here is Gehi to Walker, brings it under control forward of the centre circle. Now with Mainu. Mainu gets one challenge, comes out towards Bellingham. Bellingham curls it to Saka. Bit of space around Saka, closed down now by Cucurella and Williams. Support from Walker, infield to Rice, 30 yards out from goal. Gehi runs forward, lays it out, fractionally behind Shaw on the left-hand side. Gehi's continued to run. Shaw remains in close proximity, level with the area. Spain, though, defending well, leading, still protecting that advantage as Rice plays the ball in field. Walker once again out towards Saka. Still they try that ploy. Saka against Williams, upended, and he gets the free kick. Let's go behind that goal. Izzy, what a reception for Ollie Watkins when he came on.
Yeah, the fans have been calling for it. They've been singing his name, and Gareth Southgate responded, and Kane was given a fantastic exit applause from the fans as he went off, but I think the fans are absolutely delighted to see Ollie Watkins enter the pitch.
Now the French referee, Francois Letexier, is calling Kyle Walker and Morata together, as there was just the challenge from Williams upending Saka, and then there was a little bit of a coming together.
There's a little something with
little spat.
little something with Cucurella,
yeah,
like where he got involved, and there was a little grapple and a grip, and he's just having a word with both skippers.
Foden waits to take the free kick, about 10 yards in from the right touchline, not quite level with the penalty area as England, all in white, play from left to right. Foden wipes the bead of sweat. The England supporters with the thunderclap, building up the anticipation here in Berlin. The arm goes aloft, swings it over now. Headed out by Laporte, headed further away by Yamal, and it's Declan Rice who's the one who's got to retreat towards the halfway line. And now back to Jordan Pickford, all in yellow, and Pickford will hit it long. Foden will give chase. Cucurella seemed more concerned about Foden than the ball for a time. Foden's got goal side, done well back towards Saka. Saka now on the right-hand side. Bellingham creeps forward, rolls well, creates the opportunity, and shoots left-footed just off target. Goal kick, Spain still lead.
Yeah, England building a bit of momentum. Gotta say, the take from Bellingham, the ball fired across on the edge of the box. Carvajal and Olmo, the Spanish players, collide with each other. Bellingham does a little pirouette. The ball just gets away from him a little bit. He fires a left-footed shot well wide of the goal.
You just feel it's going to have to be something ridiculous like that from Jude Bellingham or Foden or whoever to get England back in this game. It's going to be a little piece of magic on the edge of the box.
But by far England's best moment of the second half. It's going to be a goal kick, which Laporte is going to take. Carvajal is all right to continue after getting treatment. Spain still leading with that goal early in the second half on BBC Radio 5 Live. Don't forget the golf coverage on Thursday from 10 o'clock in the Open Championship at Royal Troon. The best and comprehensive over 4 days. And from the tranquil settings of Ayrshire to here we are in Berlin, where it's raucous, and England looking for an equaliser as Watkins, with that floated forward ball, was just trying to make that run from Le Normand. Goes out for a goal kick.
And there you go, space in behind. Watkins' movement is brilliant, just peels on the shoulder of Le Normand. The ball from Stones is delightful. Watkins nearly gets on the end, but something different now for the Spanish centre-half to think about that.
And it will create space, Chris. No, even if Watkins does get on that ball, it might enable Foden and Bellingham to have a little bit more space to do their thing.
Simon's goal kick, the header back by Stones, is picked up by Rice, running all the way back to the edge of the D of his own penalty area. There are 25 minutes remaining here in Berlin. And England are facing Euro heartache once again. Pickford goes long, Cucurella plays it forward. Williams has been electrifying in this second half. Forward to Morata. Olmo now towards Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal shoots, and Pickford with a low save got down very, very well towards his right to turn it behind for a corner kick.
Well, just how big a moment could that be, that save from Jordan Pickford? It's so slick from Spain. Ball quick switch from Olmo to Yamal, who gets a bit fortunate with his first touch, but he curls beautifully. The ball is heading for the far corner, bending in, and Pickford, big right hand, or little right hand I should say, around the post, crucial right hand.
Only 3 sides have ever overcome a 1-goal deficit in a final of the European Championship. As Williams swings in the corner, comes to the edge of the area, Foden gets there first, Mainu looks to shield the ball away from Fabian, and then Morata gets there and then hammers the ball into the advertising hoardings. The Spanish players are pumped up, and they actually get the throw as well on this right-hand side. As Spain are going to be making a change, and Oyarzabal is going to be coming on. He is a player who served Luis de la Fuente so well. He was part of the under-21 Euro success back in 2019. He's appeared in all 7 games now as Morata turns to applaud the Spanish support, bearing in mind that the Spanish captain has said this is likely to be his last major tournament through his own perceived lack of respect in his own country. So he makes way. Is it farewell to Alvaro Morata? We shall see. But Mikel Oyarzabal comes on. Another player from Real Sociedad.
Well, any number 9 looking about link-up play and hold-up play. I mean, that's been a masterclass from Morata this evening.
We're midway through the second half, and England have the remaining quarter to salvage it here in Berlin on 5 Live. To take you through to full-time, here's John Murray.
Thank you, Ian. Darkness has now fallen here in Berlin, and England are trailing in the final. Pickford takes this goal kick out to Walker on the far side. Foden then back to Walker, who is under pressure. There are spaces now opening up for Spain. Olmo, Yamal with a left-footed ball flicked into the penalty area. Stones heads it away wide of goal, but it will bounce out for a corner on the right-hand side. And as England do try to force the issue, Spain are in a position here, Chris, where they could quite easily pick England off.
Yeah, absolutely. England need to be brave on the ball, but I've got to say, we marvelled at the way Spain have played in this tournament on the ball, but off the ball, they worked so hard to win the ball back.
So a corner to be taken from just down to our right here by Yamal. Left-footed in it goes. Pickford comes, gets an awkward punch on it, actually. It bounces out of the area. Olmo on the left-hand side. His high cross. Pickford comes again and dives and gets something on that. A left-faced, I think it was. away from a crowd of players. Williams gets there ahead of Saka. Now on the right-hand side, it's swung right across to the back post where Gay had to make that header, which he did. Spain really pushing now, and then Ruiz with a shot from 25 yards. That flies over by a yard or so. It remains 1-0, but England under pressure.
Yeah, a couple of really lovely moments from Spain there as Ruiz hits his strike with his left foot. Jordan Pickford rather unconventionally dealing with a couple of crosses into the box by punching. The first one was actually really quite poor, just drops it down into the box. Second one gets good distance, but when these waves of balls into the box and attacks and Spain start to build, we really do get a little bit ragged, England, and you know, that's where we're at, and we just can't get hold of the ball, John. It's just nowhere near good enough with the ball. The pressure from Spain is superb.
Yeah, we've played almost 70 minutes, and Gareth Southgate makes another change. Cole Palmer is on. Cole Palmer coming on for his 5th appearance at this Euros as England break downfield, but as Watkins battled for it, it was cleared away, and Palmer has come on for Mainu, so Mainu has been taken off, so this is quite a significant change for England.
Yeah, it is. You know, just for a second, that one long ball, it looked like the Spanish centre-halves hadn't dealt with it well enough, and Watkins had an opportunity.
Palmer's pass, that's cut out by Cucurella, and it will bounce to the red shirts of Spain. Fabian Ruiz, although it's won back by Saka, now on the right-hand side. Just need to see how England have rearranged this now. Cole Palmer, someone you could see him fitting very nicely into this Spanish side. As Spain with Carvajal. Carvajal just moves into England territory, then Olmo back out to the right-hand side where Yamal goes back into his own half.
Yeah, we want to see Cole Palmer fit well into the England team, John, this evening.
Yes, that's the priority. There will be a 606 on 5 Live, by the way, with Chris and Robbie Savage. So the lines will be open 0805 909 693. As Simon clears up to the halfway line, Shaw goes in tight with Yamal. Now here is Oyarzabal, and the referee's brought it back for an offside flag against Oyarzabal. So 1-0 it is, and time is already running out. 20 minutes to go.
Yeah, and it looks like Palmer has come on and is playing narrow off that right-hand side. Foden has come across narrow off the left, and Bellingham has just dropped a little bit, not necessarily in the Mainu position that deep.
But he's certainly more central, Bellingham.
It's a positive change, though, Chris, isn't it? That he's made, and he's, you know, we're at that stage in the game where if you don't do something, it'll just pass you by.
Oh, Bellingham slides in, doesn't make the pass. Now it's played forward. Oyarzabal, left side of the area, shoots from an angle, but straight at Pickford. And he's able to deal with that quite comfortably and plays it out to Bellingham, who was very quick there. Cucurella committed himself. Now Palmer to Saka down the right-hand side. England attack with Saka. Foden and Watkins in the penalty area. Saka still in possession. Across to Bellingham. Back to Palmer. Left foot shot! 1-1! Cole Palmer! He's got the dead eye for England. What a finish that was! Opened up there, and Cole Palmer took full advantage, and England are back level. 1-1 the score.
England take full advantage there. A quick ball from Jordan Pickford. It all starts with the England keeper. Great spot from him. Spain on the attack, they commit bodies forward, but then he pings it out. It ends up with Palmer, who feeds Saka. Is 1v1 in that position, chops and changes, it comes in. Bellingham with the setback onto the edge of the box, and is this ever been more tailor-made for a left-footed effort on goal? But I have to say, that is composure, that is super technique. He picks his spot, Palmer. He doesn't get flustered. His upper body's over the ball. He just places it with real power and precision in the far corner. Absolutely fantastic finish from Cole Palmer.
Scored by Palmer in the goal, where Izzy Christiansen is down behind.
Well, we have what's called limbs again. The noise behind me is unbelievable. I saw Cole Palmer strike a few of those in the warm-up, and he's just done the exact same at the time when his country needed him. What a finish.
Spain 1, England 1. Cole Palmer scoring very much, as Matt Upson said, in the manner that he scored all of those goals for Chelsea this season, 25 of them, Chris Sutton.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, there was an argument think coming into the tournament that he should start games, but boy, has he made a difference from the bench. And once again, the layback from Bellingham was first class, allowed him to come onto it left-footed.
And now the ball is won back by Bellingham, and here's Palmer again with a little bit of space, gives it to Saka. Saka against Cucurella, takes him on the outside, gets a low ball across that is cleared away on the edge of the 6-yard box by Laporte. And now listen to this from the England supporters, thousands and thousands of them here in the Olympic Stadium in Berlin. They sense that England, having been 1-0 down since the second minute of the second half, now with that super strike from Palmer, what was it, maybe 22, 23 yards out, that flew low into the bottom corner. Now all square again. England with Palmer again in the fullback position. In comes the challenge and out it goes, and Palmer himself says to the England supporters over there, raises his hands, tells them to make more noise. He's a remarkable young man, isn't he, Palmer?
He is. He doesn't lack confidence. Such a classy player. But just going back to that save, John, from Jordan Pickford from the Yamal effort, how crucial has that been?
The chances that they had, the opportunity that Olmo had that shot across the face of goal, Morata as well, but they couldn't get the second goal. And Ian mentioned how rare it is that in a European Championship final a team will win from being a goal down, as Pickford launches one downfield, but that will bounce all the way through for a goal kick. It did actually happen in the last European Championship final, where England led for such a long time, and it ended up in a penalty shootout that was won by the Italians. That was 3 years ago. Now there are 15 minutes to play, and a quite different looking England team now that we're looking down on here, with the changes that Gareth Southgate has made with Kane and Mainu coming off. So Bellingham now central, Palmer's quite central too, and Ollie Watkins through the middle.
Yeah, but a bit more energy, maybe a bit more belief. I mean, he's, talk about Yamal for Spain, Palmer for England, he's pretty fearless as well, isn't he?
I mean, isn't this just been the theme of England's games almost through this whole tournament? I mean, we've seen so many where they've started or gone behind or been hanging on, and they come back, and those changes off the bench, you know, they have a huge impact.
Well, here's Olmo though. Olmo, one of the 6 joint top scorers. Harry Kane won't score anymore after he was substituted. Here's Yamal in field. Now it's driven on down into the full-back position by Carvajal, who's now got the captain's armband for Spain, incidentally, since Morata was taken off. Yamal. Spain were rocked by the equaliser, of course they would be, but now they're back in their stride again. Here's Cucurella on the far side. Saka chases him. Ball in field towards the other Spanish substitute, Zubimendi. Now Williams. Back to Cucurella. It's 1-1 if you've just switched on. If you're on your way home, it's on BBC One tonight. Here is Lenormand. Fabian Ruiz just forward of the centre circle, gives it to his right. Lenormand uses Carvajal on the right-hand side. Carvajal's ball in, that looks dangerous, it's gone a long way. Walker allowed it to bounce, and it bounced past him, but Williams had to run out into the full-back position. He's got it now, the Spaniard into the near post, and an excellent header won by John Stones, who was a bit under pressure there from Oyarzabal. And it is a corner, though, from the left-hand side for Spain.
He does well, Williams. Shifts the ball on the outside of Kyle Walker, stands on left-footed. Cross up, Stones strong in the challenge. I thought he was fouled. Oyarzabal. Then should have had a free kick.
Corner for Spain. Williams to take, the man who opened the scoring. Referee Letexier just there you can hear him, he's not happy with some of the things that are going on. In comes the corner, headed away by Bellingham. It comes out to Fabian Ruiz, miscontrolled it, plays it across the box, and Palmer's there underneath it just to volley it away, and it will land just approximately 1 foot from where Gareth Southgate is standing there. Gareth Southgate, first man as England manager to take a team into 2 finals, and it's in the balance, still in the balance. When they were 1-0 up Spain, it seemed as though a second goal wasn't too far away, but it didn't come, and that Cole Palmer equaliser, super goal that it was. His first on this kind of stage, his first big tournament goal in what is still an infant England career, as Spain come forward with it on the left-hand side. It's played out there to the far side by Zubimendi, and then back towards the halfway line. Spain lost Rodri to injury at half-time, but then within seconds they'd taken the lead. Here's Carvajal now. Carvajal, ball forward into the penalty area on the right-hand side. Oyarzabal keeps it in, but he slipped as he did so, and actually the ball bounced out of play, and it is a goal kick to England, and we have 10 minutes to go. It's flashed by, hasn't it?
It is, but England's strong suit in this tournament has been the way that they finish games. They come back into games. 3 times before tonight they came back and got over the line. Can they do it again?
Yeah, last 16, quarter-final, semi-final, no shortage of drama. As Pickford takes the goal kick through the middle, Spain have got it, and we'll play it back to Simon in the goal in front of Izzy Christiansen down at pitch level.
I've just noticed a very frantic signal from Lenormand, the centre-back for Spain, to the bench to substitute, so I think he must be struggling, in which case if he does go off, that could be another little swing into the advantage of England again.
Thank you, Izzy. You would imagine that it would be Nacho who would come on, which is not a bad replacement.
Exactly.
The Real Madrid Champions League winning captain. Although he's off now, isn't he, of course?
I think he's won a few things, hasn't he, Nacho, over the years?
Yeah, he might win a few more things in Saudi Arabia. Who knows? Spain won, England won, and Fabian Ruiz inside his own half. Lines are open on 5 Live for 606 08 085 909 693 to talk to Robbie and Chris once everything's wrapped up here. Foden does extremely well to win it back. Bellingham. And now Palmer. Palmer's dispossessed. Williams carries it forward. Williams, there are defenders back. Up to the edge of the D. Just lays it off. Danny Olmo. Olmo through to Williams. Williams back to Olmo. Now Yamal! Oh, good save, Pickford. Really opened up for the 17-year-old, but he couldn't pass Pickford.
Well, that's 2 crucial saves. Incredible save from Pickford. He read the shot from Yamal, who, once again, the ball sat from, tried to find the far corner. Pickford read it brilliantly, palmed the shot out. I think Yamal should be scoring, though.
Should be scoring, but Pickford, one-on-one. It was from an angle, the shot, on his left foot, but Pickford was able to beat it away. Spain won, England won. Spain have upped it again here. We've got 8 minutes to play, plus added time. Again, Fabian Ruiz back to the right-hand side to Carvajal. Carvajal, though, goes back to Lenormand near the halfway line, and Nacho is being prepared to come on with his immaculate hair. Here's Williams on the left-hand side. Walker does well. Walker managed to win it from him, but then the challenge came in from Zubimendi, and here we will have that change in. Yeah, he's got a problem, Lenormand, hasn't he?
Yeah, like you say, it's a good replacement. Plenty of experience and know-how, but Spain just stepped it up a gear, out of possession. I'm having a look at the replay from Yamal. He doesn't hit the corner anywhere near well enough. Jordan Pickford should, fully anticipating the ball to be bent right into that far post, and he just hits it and kind of catches it a little bit central. Yamal makes the save a little bit easier for Pickford, but it was Cole Palmer that just got robbed from just fantastic midfield pressure from Spain to turn the ball over again. And this game now, wow, it is so well poised.
Yes, it is. The 34-year-old Nacho is on. England play it forward towards Bellingham, who got up in the challenge with Laporte, but over both of them through to Simon on the edge of his penalty area. Spain play it forward towards Fabian Ruiz, and then here's Nacho in possession for the first time. It's not bad when you've got experience like that to bring onto the field. Nacho, after his just the 23 years at Real Madrid. Spain, Zubimendi now. Zubimendi. Nacho makes himself available in the centre circle. and then steps forward, strides forward, rolls the ball to his left. Oyarzabal makes a run, but the ball stayed with Olmo. Williams 25 yards out. Here's Yamal again. Now to Carvajal on the right-hand side. This is danger for England. Carvajal back to Fabian Ruiz, and again to Carvajal on the right, but then it's blocked by Phil Foden and bounces back for Carvajal, who's able to keep possession for Spain. Yamal from a deep-lying position. Williams, the 22-year-old, bounces back to Williams, and then a touch from an England player. Rice sends it wide, well wide of the goal, but it's a corner to Spain.
Very little space in and around the box for Spain, but Williams finds a way, pops the ball into Olmo, tries to receive it. Actually, it's put behind for a Spanish corner.
So Yamal trots across. Williams, Yamal's birthday yesterday, Williams' birthday the day before. The two of them together. Yamal left-footed into the edge of the 6-yard box. Stones heads it down and away. I know its players collided at the back post. Gay ended up on the ground as Zubimendi was challenging him. But the ball was cleared away downfield, and the Spanish goalkeeper, Simon, quickly out to Cucurella. 1-1 the score, 5 Live from the BBC and the World Service. Long one forward for Yamal, into the area on the right-hand side. Yamal hooks it across, Pickford comes, gets a hand to it, and just manages to touch it away and keep possession to take it away from Oyarzabal.
And it's some ball over the top for Yamal, absolutely inch perfect from midfield, just curved over the top of Luke Shaw, and Pickford tapping the ball with his hand, catching it just after he touches it on the penalty spot. And yeah, you've just got to be careful. You expect that patient build-up from Spain all the time, but every now and then they've got the capabilities of just flipping that one in behind, which makes it so difficult that you have to get your position spot on all the time.
Changes number 3 and 4 are coming for England. Trippier was preparing himself, but he's put his bib back on, so it looks as though it's going to be Conor Gallagher coming on next for England, the Chelsea man. Occasionally the Chelsea captain this season, as Spain played through the middle. Here's Olmo again. Olmo through the middle. Oyarzabal back out to the left-hand side to Cucurella, and the ball is in! Cucurella with the pass, and Oyarzabal on the edge of the 6-yard area finds a way past Pickford, and Spain are back in front with only less than 4 minutes to play. It's Spain 2, England 1. That could be the clincher. That could be the goal that beats England in the final here in Berlin.
Wow, what a hammer blow at this stage in the game. England dragging themselves back into this match with a fantastic goal from Palmer. And the Spanish have just created another opportunity of their own, and he's tucked it away. I mean, it's a simple touch into the box. I mean, it's a great ball in. The space was on that far side. It goes through Olmo in midfield. He flicks it into Oyarzabal, who plays it first time wide, and it's a very tight offside shout, but Cucurella finds a delivery. It's a brilliant ball in. Walker just misses it by a fraction to block the cross. But such is the quality of the ball from Cucurella, first time on the ground. And the centre-forward does what every great centre-forward does in terms of getting across their marker. And he gets the first touch on the ground, steers it past Pickford, who's got no chance really. It's such close range, it's nearly on the 6-yard box line. And Spain step into the lead again.
I'm just looking to see if the referee is going to allow the restart, because there was a tightish offside in there. Gareth Southgate's changed his plans. Ivan Toney's now coming on, not Conor Gallagher, Chris. Yeah, England resumed play. The goal stands. Spain 2, England 1.
Yeah, I've got to say it was so tight. Got to get Toney on now. Yep. Throw everything at it.
We're in the 88th minute. England are 2-1 down. They've come from being eliminated. Ball played through to Watkins. Watkins on the turn, but it got away from him. Bellingham played it through. Brilliant pass. And on the turn, it just got away from Watkins, and Spain put it behind for a corner.
I tell you what, he's so unlucky. Ollie Watkins positioning great in between the two Spanish centre-halves. Just lets his first touch, little pirouette. His first touch gets away from him. That allows the experienced Nacho to get round and clear the danger.
Right, Toney is on. Foden is off. Phil Foden is off. Gareth Southgate going for it here, he has to. Marino is going to come on as well for Spain, so Luis de la Fuente is taking off the young man, Yamal, who's being replaced, but yeah, it will happen now. They're taking some time over this. He's off. So Yamal, who could have finished it actually when he had that chance that Pickford saved, but Oyarzábal's second goal for Spain. So Marino is on. Palmer with the corner from the left-hand side. We're almost into the 90th minute here. England, again, facing defeat at the Euros, have got to come up with something. They did it in the last 16, they did it in the quarter-final, they did it in the semi-final. Here's the final, Palmer's in, Rice for that, brilliant save, it's headed forward, it was headed off the line, it was headed brilliantly off the line. Dani Olmo somehow got that away. The initial header from Rice, brilliantly saved, and then Gay's header. What a clearance that was. The header from Gay was straight at Olmo on the line. And in that moment, that could be it. That could be the clincher. Is he right in front of you?
Oh my word, that was so close. It was Dani Olmo on the line, wasn't it? Excellent reading from him, but it was like pinball inside the box. So close from England.
That was Danny. Oh no, there from England's perspective, I've got to say the initial header from Declan Rice, I think he should get that further into the corner. It's a decent save from Simon, who dives to his right-hand side. Golden opportunity. Gaihi, that's instinctive. But Olmo in the right place. And Spain hanging on.
We are into 4 minutes of added time. But whether England will have an opportunity as good as that. Spain on the way to victory, on the way to winning this trophy for the 4th time. England looks like it's going to be 2 consecutive defeats in European Championship finals. But there are still best part of 4 minutes, Matt.
Well, I'm just trying to recover from that opportunity. I was convinced that was going to get in the back of the net. I mean, the header from Rice had plenty of power. Maybe he could have steered it a little bit further wide of the keeper, but I mean, what a melee.
Spain have won a free kick on the edge of that penalty area after there's a yellow card that's been shown. I think it was a high foot in on Nacho there, who's ended up on the ground. It's kicked by Watkins.
Yeah, it's an accidental high boot from Watkins, trying to win the ball. Does catch the defender. Cucurella's reaction is so over the top, and you know what the Spanish will do now. They'll take the time, no rush, try and run down the clock. Bit of gamesmanship.
But every team, every club team, every international team, these are the rules of the modern game. So it's a free kick to Spain. We've still got just over 2 minutes to go. I see Rodri down there, who had to go off at half-time. Rodri's trying to marshal the troops. Gareth Southgate standing with his left hand on his hip. He's made his changes. Tony is on, alongside Watkins. Rice lifts it forward. Final seconds these. Here's Palmer, the man who gave England hope. Cole Palmer, still inside his own half though. Palmer's fouled by Williams. Free kick. England have to take it quickly. Palmer does that. He plays it to Gay in the centre circle, who's in danger of losing possession and actually wins a free kick. Dani Olmo fouls him. Dani Olmo's contribution there to clear it off the line. I mean, he's going to be one of the joint top scorers. Could almost be given another goal for clearing it off the line.
Absolutely right. Has made such an impact at the other end of the pitch for Spain, but that looks like it's going to be crucial.
90 seconds to play. I mean, by the standards of the Slovakia match, this is still early for England. Pickford, long to the edge of the area, headed out to Saka on the right-hand side. Cucurella goes close. Cucurella wins the free kick. I guess there must have been a flailing arm there from Saka, and Cucurella has ended up in a heap on the ground.
He's got every right to get his arm out there, Saka. He's just protected himself. It's not a foul. He's thrown himself on the floor. I mean, I don't think he particularly catches him either, but it's just not a foul. He's got every right to get his arm out, and we look at a replay of the goal and how tight the offside was on that.
Normally, if you go down like Cucurella did there, you get stretchered off. I mean, it's absolutely pathetic. He did 4 rolls and guess what? He's back on his feet, and he's all right.
It looks as though England are going to fall at the last. We've got 30 seconds of added time to play. Spain haven't taken this free kick yet. All of the Spanish substitutes, the unused substitutes, the coaching staff are waiting on the edge of the pitch. Paul Ford Gay gets a touch to that. The referee's giving England the free kick. That means this is last chance. This is last chance for England and Gareth Southgate, the team with the late show at this Euros. There is no more time. Spain have won it